Welcome to another episode of the Nothing and Everything podcast, where today we're going to talk a lot of nothing.
And a little bit about everything.
No, we got a whole lot to talk about.
Well, I was going to say that, but that's not actually the official tagline.
Oh, right.
Yep. You try it again?
No.
Okay.
How's everything?
You know, it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah? Amazing, wonderful.
Fantastic.
Well, you know, I got sick kids at the house.
Oh, sick kids. Sick kids, man.
Some
They
scrap throat.
mess things up.
It throws a wrench into some of your plans.
You know, that stomach bug is going around.
Yeah, so that's one of my kids had that over the weekend, and so that's how we spent, a good 36 hours of part of Saturday.
You know
Sunday.
what they say?
Shout out to my wife who took care of most of it.
You know what they say, though?
Please tell me.
We're all one stomach bug away from our ideal body weight.
It'd have to be a pretty significant stomach bug. Like, it'd have to be a big stomach bug. It'd have to be like a tarantula-sized stomach bug.
Oh, my. So,
yeah.
That's awesome. Well,
that's what they say.
For all you who are sick, please get well quickly.
There's some stuff going around.
In
our circle of school and friends and
yeah.
church and stuff like that. I mean, every day I feel like there's somebody that's like, ugh, stay away.
That's right. Yep. Someone goes down and, it makes it tough. Yeah.
You start wearing a mask again, Gerald?
I will not wear a mask
What?
again. I will not wear a mask
I had to wear one the other day. This was several weeks ago for a different illness or injury from one of my children. We went to urgent care, and it was, I probably hadn't been since maybe October, back when I broke my rib.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time I'd put a mask on probably, and I was like, they were asking me to do it. I was like, well, that's fine, I'll do it. But I was just like, how did I do this for 9 months or a year?
Right.
I can't breathe,
Yeah.
So.
I don't mind. I went to my doctor last week, and I had to put a mask on. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I walked in, checked in. The lady handed me a mask right away. I put it on. I don't like them, but I'm not gonna.
Sure.
I'm not gonna cause a fuss over
right,
it.
especially in that situation.
Yeah.
It's one thing if.
Well, I'm sitting in a waiting room,
if
and
I'm
looking
driving
around
the car by myself.
Well, yeah, if I'm doing. But I look around, and I'm like, I don't know why these people are here. Someone might be sick. Let me go and put this on.
Seriously.
Because in my mind,
I saw Contagion.
even if, and I don't know, there's all kind of theories or debates on if it works or doesn't work, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a little peace of mind when someone sneezes, I'm like, I got a mask on, I'm good.
When they sneeze inside their mask?
That's actually gross.
Oh, God. You ever
seen those people that sneeze but they don't let it out? Like
I don't know how that happens.
I feel like they're going to explode their eardrums.
The eardrum. So my wife was telling me the other day, maybe she heard this on the radio or something. Somebody did that.
Mm-hmm. I
guess you kind of suppress it and hold it, and it like ruptured their esophagus. And I'm like, I can see that happening. Some people are like there's like some dainty females
like that sweet
or what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Right,
I'm not like a, but I sneeze pretty hard. I throw my back out every once in a while, sneezing.
I just feel like when you sneeze, it's because something is irritating inside your nose. This is my theory. I don't know if this is right. But something tickles your nose or whatever, or bothers you up there. So when you sneeze, you're like blowing it out. You're like getting it out.
Yeah.
So
why you want to hold it in?
If you hold it in, you're not getting it out. So, man, let those sneezes out,
Seriously,
people.
let them out.
Don't push your eyeballs out forward.
Freeze the sneeze. Let the sneeze. I don't know, whatever.
Freeze the sneeze?
Release
the sneeze.
Release the sneeze.
I thought you said freeze the sneeze.
I think I did at first because I was trying to figure out how to get it to rhyme, but free the sneeze, release the sneeze. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. Well,
it's that time of the year.
For what? For sneezing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like cold and flu season or something.
It is. It is upon us. It is upon us.
You have seasonal allergies?
So, I do. So I
do when I mow the grass. Back to mowing the grass. It's been so long. I've been missing it. When it's real dry, and then I can get into a big sneezing fit. But that's about the most that I'll have some allergies.
I cut my grass last week.
Man, I've been so tempted, and I'm like, dude,
it's
December, it's January, no one's doing it.
I cut it.
Did you really?
I did.
Like scalp it down or just kind of clean it up?
I scalped it because I got a bunch of weeds that grows in my yard. I can't do anything about it. If there's a weed man, wait, that sounds bad.
There is a
no.
That's one of the best. No, it's one of the best marketing is the people that do your grass, like your lawn. but it's called Weed Man. You ever seen them driving around? Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
They've got like this. It's all kind of reggae out looking truck, and it's called Weed Man. It's just funny.
Well, I need some weed control in my front yard. So
yeah, you do.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I have these. I had to cut it because for a while it was just green, and I was thinking, it's green. People drive by pretty quick. They're not really going, oh, that's not grass. But then it started to turn purple. Like these purple flowers started blooming, so I was like, that's it. I got to cut it down.
Oh, you got the purple flowers.
I don't even know what it is. I got a DOT wildflower project going on in my front yard. I promise I feel like someone comes by and just throws seed out my yard. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like the middle of the median going down 85.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's your yard.
Yeah, that's my yard. So I don't know. I've used a couple different. I've used several different businesses, and nothing has worked.
Yeah, like for 2 weeks, you're like, oh man, it looks great, and then after that, you're like,
yeah, something like that.
Let's break down some lawn care here in the middle of January.
Nah, I can't do it.
Let's do it. Come on.
I can't do it.
What is going on with you then?
Well, I'm a little irritated.
Really?
Yeah, I was. I got one of those Ring doorbells. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
And
I don't have one, but I know.
It catches everything, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, people come to the door, and I'm always. Well, I see them and I watch, to see kind of what's happening. What throws me off though a lot of times is when my wife does that porch pickup stuff. She'll sell stuff on that little HG Mommies thing. That's like.
She tells them to come to your house?
Well, yeah, like
I thought we were supposed to meet them in the parking lot of like CVS or something.
No, that looks shady. I think the police ran some moms off, from the CVS, so that's why they do it.
Harrisburg Mommy site.
Yeah. So, but it's crazy because it's like HG Mommies is, I think, as good as Amazon right now, right? Because you can get whatever you want on that site. Anyway, these people come to the house, and I'm like here at work or I'm out someplace, my phone goes off, and I'm looking, and I just see someone like walking away with a bag in their hand. I'm like,
they just robbed my house.
I'm like, what are you doing? Stop right there.
They just took all my smoke meat.
So I'm like calling Tammy. Tammy, who's at the house? Is someone there? Blah blah. And she's like, oh, it's porch pickup. I was like, you got to tell me. I'm be screaming through the doorbell at them. What are you doing?
You talk to them on your phone
lawn.
into your Ring doorbell. You can.
I mean, I can.
Oh, that's cool.
But the other day, I was I actually had the video. I had a Amazon guy come by. A big online shopping delivery experience person come by. And he had like a couple packages in his hand, and mine was in his left hand. So he walks up and he looks, and he checks the door because my address is on the door. And he just throws it down. And he turns and walks away and stops and comes back. And it's like he had a double check. So he picked it up, looked at it, and then threw it down again. Like
threw it.
I don't mean just like.
Yeah.
I mean like, And so I took that clip. I almost sent it to Amazon like,
yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey. Take this
Good thing this wasn't fine China.
Take this guy's livelihood.
Oh, why do you say it like that?
It seemed like the direction you might have been going.
No, I don't want to go in that direction. Anyway, I just thought it was odd.
That is true, though.
I'm like, why are you throwing my stuff down like that? Like, what was your stuff? And I threw it down like that. You wouldn't be happy.
Exactly.
Right. So, I wasn't happy.
Yeah. I can see how that would upset you or anyone.
Well, it's just weird.
I understand.
But I feel like delivery people nowadays, I don't know that they really care.
Well, there's that, and there's like, it's probably Amazon. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. But like sometimes, I'm an early riser, but there's a slot where stuff will get dropped off at your house between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m.
Right.
For a lot of people, that's the middle of the night.
Right.
Somebody show up at your house on your front porch at 4, especially unmarked car.
Right.
They don't have anything
right.
that show, and it's a little like kind of unnerving. Like I see people kind of rolling around in the neighborhood if I'm out real early, and it seems like those are delivery people. It just is a little weird. Like
it is weird.
So I'm sure people
weird.
have gotten jacked over it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just identify yourself. Yeah, because that happened to us probably back around Christmas. My children, I don't know if it was all my kids, but I know my wife and I were out, and I see, so they're all home alone, and they're old enough to, the older ones take care of themselves, whatever. And I pull up, and the person is pulled in front of my driveway, and all I'd see is like a dude basically walking from my house to the car. Nothing says Amazon shipped, whatever it was. I don't even remember.
Right.
And they just stood there and looked at me, and I was like, my wife was like, I thought you were, because I was like, I don't know what just happened.
Right.
And it was just weird. Like,
yeah.
Hey, can you identify? And he was like, oh, yeah, we're dropping to Amazon. I was like, cool, man, thanks. If you just said that right off the bat, but you just kind of looked at me like, what am I doing? I'm like, this is my house. And my children, I don't know.
Right. No, that's scary, man.
They do a better job. They could do a better job, like kind of, I don't know, a shirt, a jacket.
I'm fine. Yeah, like a jacket and then like even one of those little door magnets. Austin's like, get over it.
Yeah.
We have delivery people showing up all the time. This is there's a line. This is the difference. Yeah. Old people are just
old people. I love it, but we're old people now.
Well, I'm old people. I'm all right.
Straight up old people.
I'm an old head. I'm sitting on the front porch. Identify yourself. I'm cleaning the shotgun. I want to know who you are, walking in my yard like that. Get off my lawn. I'm that guy. Austin's like, yeah, come on in.
Come on in. You want to help me?
Yeah, I'm killing some
get
chickens
eggs
today.
out from the chicken coop. Yeah.
You want to help?
How's the egg business going for you? Do you have eggs? Yeah. Do you sell them, or do you just like consume them yourself? Is there a time of the year when they like produce more eggs? Isn't there a time?
During the shorter day periods, they slow down, like the winter time.
Oh, okay. So you don't get as many right now. Like, will it pick up like in spring or summer? That's a big deal right now. I mean,
right now.
Like, I mean, I've seen some places where it's like $7 for a dozen eggs.
I'm like investing in Eggland right now. I just bought some stock in Eggland.
Chickens. Man,
teasing.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is bad. It is bad. And the thing about it is, I'm about to make a great segue. Okay. We're concerned with all these things, but then, you like see some people and they have no care at all about half the stuff that's going on in the world today. They don't even think about stuff. Give me an example.
What are you talking about?
Well, like the other day, I'm leaving early from the house. Did you know? This is insane. Did you know that there are students who ride a bus, like in my own neighborhood? I didn't realize this. In my neighborhood, these students are like at the bus stop like at 6:15.
Oh,
and they get on the bus that early.
Yeah,
yes.
I've seen them before 6 o'clock because I'm like,
that is insane.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, and here's the crazy thing. Like typically now, there's like when my kids were younger, we'd play outside, so you see other people's kids riding bikes up and down the street, playing in the yard, that kind of stuff. I don't see any of that kind of stuff now. But then I was leaving early one morning, and I drove down.
They're watching YouTube videos of other people ride their bikes.
Well, probably so. Yeah, they put that little VR thing on. It's like I'm riding a bike. Why do I have to go outside and actually do it? I got to take it in the shower. Anyway, so it's like I see all these kids, and I'm thinking. I asked my wife. I was like, "Do you know any of these kids? Where do these kids come from?"
Yeah.
Like 30 high schoolers, and I'm like, "We've been living here for all these years. I don't know any of these kids."
It's like a 10-speed bicycle
and
game.
She's like, I can recognize some of these kids because they live, here, or whatever, but they just don't ever come outside anymore. I'm like, man, that's just sad. These kids nowadays.
Kids these days. Here we go again.
They're on their phones all the time and
on their cellular telephone devices.
Yep.
Kids these days. Yeah, that one always freaks me out because I feel like kids get on the bus really early. And maybe I don't remember what time I got on the bus when I was a kid because, I rode the school bus, but we lived kind of out in the country, so we had to drive. We had to ride
you had to go a long
20,
way.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like it was earlier than 7. Maybe
right.
It was. I don't know. But I see them before 6 now. It's pitch dark, and I see some getting dropped off in the evening, like
right. Yeah,
6 o'clock.
Right.
And I'm like,
what's going on?
Man, it's almost bedtime. What's wrong with you?
Right.
I'm finishing up my stories. Jeopardy's on.
Finishing up your stories.
Not quite that old, but I do like a good Jeopardy round.
Well, so the other day, this is a different day. I was leaving a little bit later, and so it was a different set of kids so the high schoolers, I guess middle school and high schoolers were there early.
Right.
Or maybe just high schoolers. So these were elementary kids.
Right.
And, all the kids now have phones, right? So not all of them, but a lot of them have phones. So I'm driving by, and it's a four-way stop, so I had to stop, and I'm looking, and they're like right next to my truck right there, right? And they're making TikTok videos. They're like, you got one kid that's standing there holding the phone, and the other ones are, doing the whole dance thing, and I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah. This is Western civilization.
And
That's
then
what you're watching.
this other day, I was riding around, and I can't remember where I was going, but in the middle of the street, there was like these kids out there, and they're just all making TikTok videos.
Yeah.
And so, is that like the thing that everyone wants to do now? Just make TikTok videos? Austin,
I feel like when you say that like
me.
we're even like several years beyond
Whoa.
behind.
Have you made a TikTok video? Do you do TikTok?
Are
Oh,
you
wait, I was
on
trying to get you to do TikTok. That's right.
Yeah, what happened to that?
He's anti-TikTok. I think he's anti-China.
Whoa. That just took a dangerous turn.
He's American made.
What?
Buy American.
Why are you anti-TikTok? I don't know much about it besides, like the stuff that Gerald is like on, but like
Well, I mean, they're just taking all your information.
just them. ByteDance. Aren't that the company that owns TikTok in China?
Whoever
do
it
your
is.
research. Yeah.
Well, so here's the crazy thing.
But what are they gonna do with that information? What are they gonna do with my information? Like what kind of like classified government secrets are they getting from my phone? They're like, oh, he's got to pick up some stuff. He's got a to-do list at his house.
It's like the trend now to have like classified documents at your home. So maybe.
Why'd you bring that up, Gerald?
I'm just saying. It seems like, hey, I've got something classified in my house.
Do you?
No. What? No. But it's just that, I don't know, it's a trend. Maybe that's a new TikTok trend. Anyway, what I'm saying with that is...
Yeah, where we go. Okay.
Yeah. We can't go down that road. But I think it's funny because it's... Okay, there's a friend of mine, and this person lives in another town, so don't be speculating. Don't speculate, Kyle.
Thanks.
But this person, mid-late 20s, maybe early 30s, I don't know, somewhere around there. Single lady, and she complains about not wanting or not having guys to date because guys are like,
right.
Like if you're mid-20s and, you work all day or whatever, you come home, you maybe want to hang out with your friends, if you're a guy, young single guy or whatever, or, like the thing now, young single guys that, like NBA players, NFL players are young, single, they all play video games, right? They all play video games.
Right.
So... But then you get these people that are just like, they're immature, they play video games all day long. But then I just said to her, I was like, you make TikTok dances all the time. Like, that's all you ever do, make TikTok dances. So it's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure there are ways. Yeah, I would guess both have been and can be monetized somehow. I don't know if that's the ultimate goal or if that's just kind of the...
Like to monetize
TikTok? Well, yeah, I mean, people make money off TikTok. I mean,
do they really?
I guess that's probably ultimately the goal, right? I mean, besides just popularity and influence and number of...
I guess so.
But people turn that into income.
I want to be an influencer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's that working out?
It's not.
I don't know. Maybe because we're too angry.
I'm not angry.
I'm not angry either.
Austin's angry.
He is.
Anyway.
Why are you so angry, Austin?
Anyway, I just think it's
funny. He's not even paying attention to what's going on. What are you looking at, TikTok right now?
Oh, look,
Wait, but why are we looking at how to make money on TikTok when we're not on?
It, so I was looking it up for you.
That's a producer.
I mean,
right
is that
there.
like sponsored ads and stuff like that?
Yeah,
like
TikTok doesn't pay you directly. It's just It's like just picking up brands and stuff.
But that's kind of is that basically the same way you would make money on like Instagram?
Yeah.
I mean,
do you actually make money on Instagram? If I push a product, they'll reach out to me directly and pay me or something like that, right? Right. Yeah.
So like
that's what I need to do.
But you can make money off of Facebook though, right?
Probably the same way.
Can you?
Like if I'm pushing, a certain product all the time, and then that company, let's just say I'm pushing, Kellogg's cereal.
All Kellogg's cereal.
All Kellogg's cereal. And Kellogg's might go, hey, this guy, he's pushing our stuff. Let's pay him a little bit.
Yeah, man, he loves some Raisin Bran. I don't even know if that's Kellogg, but...
I was in a conversation the other day, and my friend actually said, it's like eating grape nuts. And I was like, wait, were you listening? Because
grape nuts?
I haven't heard grape nuts in forever, and then we talked about it, So I think Grape Nuts needs to reach out to us. And
seriously, if anybody's going to sponsor us, it would be Grape Nuts.
Grape Nuts.
I think Grape Nuts is.
Is it still around?
Post
it's
General
not even
Mills?
around. It is post General Mills, yeah.
Yeah, I can pick it up today.
He probably would have it delivered.
He can pick it up today.
He would have it delivered.
Here we go. Now me, I want to go in. I want to look in the eyes of the cashier.
Seriously,
I want them to ask me how I'm doing.
I want to give you a $20 bill.
I want to stop by and show my receipt at the guy at the door. I want to see all that. Yeah, that's right.
Seriously, I like that experience better than.
Yep.
Oh, it just showed up on my door.
Just show up, open the trunk, and some guy's just throwing your groceries in.
That's right. Seriously. What is the world?
What kind of world are we coming to? I mean,
Grape Nuts. I don't think I've ever eaten a bowl of Grape Nuts. Have you?
No.
It looks like birdseed, just like birdseed with some milk in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem,
Doesn't
or
look
like
good.
kind of, like the pebbles that you put in the bottom of a fish tank.
Oh.
That seems like what Grape Nuts would taste
Did you
like.
ever have fish growing up?
I don't, but we currently have them in our house right now.
What kind of fish do you have?
I know there's some guppies. There's
you
another
got
one
little.
called, yeah, it's like
You got
little
easy
stuff.
fish.
But then like my one kid has it's like whatever's in them is like part piranha, because as soon as you put like another fish in there,
Is it a cichlid
I don't know what it is.
or like an Oscar?
So you know all about these fish.
Only because.
But here's an interesting fact. So we gave some friends of ours, they have similar age kids that we had the tank. They're like, oh, our kids are thinking about that. And we're like, okay, ours started multiplying. Like, no joke. All of a sudden, there was this one really fat fish that was swimming on the side. And then the next day, there was like 9 tiny little fish. So we're like, okay, she has some babies. That's cool. So we scooped up a couple and gave them to them. And they, like, to reciprocate.
You separated the
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
the mother from the babies?
Yeah, they were weaned, I think. Anyway, so like to return the favor, they had bought some like I guess algae like snails that kind of clean the tank or whatever. But I guess snails can reproduce on their own. They have both reproductive, and I'm not joking. All of a sudden, like in my children's fish tank, off of one snail was like 47 other snails. Like it's out of control.
Do you like cut it and then you like cut like a tail off or something?
No,
and it grows another snail.
I don't believe so. Boop. Is that what happens? So like it just was out of control. Like the fish multiplication and the snail reproduction in my house.
Snails? Is that true? Can snails reproduce on their own?
Well, so I didn't know that because we kept thinking, oh, maybe there's a mommy and a daddy in there. And then my one kid looked it up. Marley looked it up, and she sent us a screenshot. It's like, snails can produce all by themselves.
Is that all snails, or is that just those snails?
Yeah, they have both
See?
male and female reproductive cells.
Yeah. So that's why we were like, what in the world? And all of a sudden, I mean, there are dozens of snails.
What else can do that? Is there anything else that can do that?
I don't know. This is maybe a rabbit hole I don't really feel comfortable going down.
I don't either, but just if we can just stay.
Yeah, can you just go ahead and Google that real
just
quick?
kind of peek in the rabbit hole, but that's it.
Be like,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Okay. Don't want to see any more of that. Yeah. Yeah.
See some kind of TikTok video that you weren't prepared for.
Yeah. Right. That's right.
Boy.
That's right. So.
Wait. So wait. Let's go back to the. Were we done with the TikTok versus gamers?
No. I don't think
Okay,
so.
we can be. There was nothing else. Now we're on to reproductive organisms.
But listen, like if your kid plays video games all the time,
Yeah.
they can get a scholarship to college as an esports athlete or an esports person. Esports, you can get a full ride to colleges. Not every college, I'm sure.
But like why? Like what are they rewarding?
Think about how much money is in video games.
No, I believe it.
So in sponsorships and stuff like that. So esports is a big deal.
Man.
Right? What falls under esports? Like Minecraft, Fortnite?
He's still Googling.
Those aren't really sports though.
Snails. Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
he's still Googling reproductive. Bro, I bet your phone, you're going to get all kinds of spam today. Some crazy spam.
China's going to be like, what is that guy looking over? This is weird. This Austin Chaney guy.
We don't want him anymore.
Starfish can do it as well?
Oh, we're still on this? Yes.
Starfish, pythons,
A python?
Python?
What do you mean?
wasps,
What?
ants.
No. You're just making stuff up.
Some more of the arthropods.
Wait, what?
That's right. That's right. I got a little...
Anthropods?
Yeah.
Break that down for me.
You know.
Sharks?
What? I don't believe this.
So the whole mommy, daddy, baby shark thing is like a joke.
Right.
That doesn't exist.
So you have a all-in-one shark.
Shark. Like, it's just one shark. Like, there is no mommy, daddy, baby.
Shark.
Yeah, seriously, that's it. You know the funny thing about that little thing, that whole pink fong baby shark thing? I know because, I have children of that age, a couple of them. They're not really into that, but they have been. That was a stupid song that we sang in camp like probably 30 years ago.
Right.
And I remember, somebody would stand up in the cafeteria and everybody would do it and whatever. Mm-hmm. And then somehow these people just came in and scooped it up.
It's the remix, man.
It's but there's got to be something dumb like that we can think back on our...
think about Vanilla Ice and Ice Baby.
Yeah.
He went multi-platinum off that.
Yeah.
But that's a song...
That's a Queen song.
Under Pressure.
Or a David Bowie song. Yeah.
So it's like...
This is behind the music where he tries to convince him. He's like, it's not the same.
Right.
And I'm like, really, dude? Because
right.
he's like...
It's the exact same.
Right.
Vanilla. What's his name? Rip Van Winkle?
No. Something Van Winkle.
No, who's Rip Van... No, that's the guy that slept for a long time. It's something Van Winkle, right?
No, that's Henry Winkler. That's
Henry Winkler. That's the Fonz. He jumped sharks.
He jumped baby.
He jumped the shark. People are like, what?
That's a great cultural reference. Jumping the shark.
For our culture.
Austin, really even our parents' culture. But I think it's a cool.
Don't look this up. What does jump the shark mean?
What does it mean to jump the shark?
We talked about it at some point.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us. You
all
still
we do is just regurgitate what we talked about before.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumping the shark. Jumping the baby shark.
We have done this thoroughly today. We've jumped many sharks today.
But it only takes one shark.
What is a group of sharks called? Like a pod? No, that's dolphins. Like a pod of dolphins? What is a group of sharks? Why don't you lean your head forward a little bit, because I'm blinded by the light behind you.
Blinded by the light.
Is it
a
what?
Shiver?
Shiver of sharks?
I think we just made it up. Shiver of sharks?
Wow.
It's interesting. I didn't know that. Shiver.
See, we're entertaining and educational.
Seriously. It all started when you dropped anthropods that you still didn't define for us. What is
An anthropod is that which we discussed.
You are correct. Excellent work.
That have like potted bodies.
I feel like we're jumping the shark.
I'm jumping.
Potted bodies?
Like an ant has like the head and then the thorax.
Oh.
Or the abdomen and then
there we go.
That tail end, that back end, whatever that is,
That tail end, that back end.
That other pod, And wasps are the same way. The head, the thorax, and the...
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Those are pods, man. Pods.
Those are pods.
So therefore, it's an anthropod. Right? Am I right?
Did you fail physical science in the 7th grade?
We didn't talk about ants when I was in school. We just burned them with magnifying glasses.
Ooh, that was good.
And that's what we did. That's how we played growing up.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now you just can VR stuff like that.
You just watch YouTube videos of other people doing
You can
that.
Watch Mr. Beast actually doing that kind of stuff.
And then he'll give you $1 million.
And then he'll give you $1 million for however many you can kill. Man. Well, Kyle, I think we're done.
I think we've
gone through all the notes.
The note. Did we cover everything that was on the set list over there?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah, we did.
So we're thankful for whatever.
What was that?
We're thankful. I'm thankful for whoever tunes in.
The November episode? The Thanksgiving episode?
No, I'm just happy and thankful.
We're thankful for any of you that have stuck around.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. See you next time on the Nothing and Everything podcast.